the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Good morning and welcome to INCRadio Washington DC Satellite Studio. I am Sister Elisa Mojica. Today is February 1st. It's already February. Wow, that was fast. And this morning we will be doing our makeup live on air. But before we continue, I want to pass the floor to our other hosts for today. Let's start with
me. Hello. Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Sister Nidal Ibarra from the local congregation of INCRadio. Good morning, and I hope you enjoy the show. Who is next?
Hello, I am Brother Lionel from local of INCRadio, also District of Washington, D.C. I'll be honest, I don't know much about makeup, so I will be the voice of those that do not understand or not have much background in it.
Yes, thank you, Brother Lionel. He will also be reading the comments throughout the show, so keep your comments coming throughout the discussion. And actually, do you have the YouTube chat open right now, Brother Lionel? Maybe you can give a shout out to those early birds tuning in the chat. Let's see.
Yeah, so the very first chat was from Brian Torres. He says, "Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's show. Hope you all enjoy it." And he has a bunch of smiley emojis.
Nice.
And we also have a Joseph Soterio tuning in, and Ace Tapang, Brother Richard Soterio, Brother Danilo Yumo, and Sister Lay Bautista, Sister Lay S, Sister Lizelle Ramirez, Sister Kristen Yumo, Brother Leo Mira, Brother Audric Dulay, and Leonardo, and Sister Shania, Sister Laney, Brother Albin tuning in, Brother Andrew. So hello to everyone tuning in. So before we get started, let's recap the activities we've had in our district the last month. Let's see. What are the activities? I wonder what the activities are. So for the first activity we had medical mission. So the District of Washington, D.C., Mid-Atlantic held a medical mission activity where guests and brethren across the D.C., Maryland, Virginia area met in various sites to provide medical service such as flu vaccinations, glucose checks, and blood pressure checks. Brethren with medical training backgrounds gladly help in providing these services not only to serve the community they are part of, but also to introduce to them the Church of Christ. And the next one, we have our joint monthly meeting on January 19, 2025. The Washington, D.C. Mid-Atlantic District had its first joint monthly meeting of the year. Despite the snowfall, brethren were able to gather at various locations. The meeting was filled with energy, enthusiasm, leaving everyone in the district excited for a 2025 packed with activities. And that was our CFO in action. For our upcoming activities, we also have our their book club night, February 25th. So that's for the married. So the married, be excited for that. Okay, now let's get started in our main topic. So we're doing our makeup. We also want to let everyone know that we are not professionals. We're not makeup artists. Mm-hmm. This is just how we do it. So there's no right or wrong when it comes to doing your own makeup.
I agree. If I may add on to that, when you think of makeup, a lot of people think of it as like your face as a canvas and making art on your face. So no one's right or wrong, like what Sister Eliza said.
Yes, and if we also can go on grid view mode. Okay, so Sister Nida, what is your first step of your makeup?
All right. Something that I learned on the internet a lot was your base. So that means your skincare is so, so important to have a nice finish to your makeup. So no matter how good your products are, it could be so expensive. You're like, this was trending, but you're like, why doesn't it work on my face? It doesn't look the same. You're like, this is a ripoff. No, I'm kidding. What they don't tell you a lot is that you have to have good prep to your skin. So what I do is I have like a cleanser. It could be anything. You have to do your research on that based on your type of skin. It could be super dry. It could be super oily. So you have to really accommodate for yourself. Everyone's different. And then I use this thing called a toner. A toner is to help with removing or cleansing your skin even more after you have put soap on your face, that cleanser I told you about. And then I use a serum that helps hydrate the skin, which really helps with making your base, concealer, foundation, all that stuff look super natural. And then I finish off with a moisturizer and a sunscreen, which is so important because ideally it's better to prevent than to fix skin in the future, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was too much. Sorry.
Yeah, so for me, before I start my makeup, I do my basic cleanser, moisturizer, and sunscreen. And then that's when I apply makeup. Yeah, so the first step we have here is moisturizer. Well, that's what we already did. Did you do that already?
I did.
And setting spray. Did you do that already?
I did not.
Oh, so I have mine with me right now. So you spray your face.
Okay, while she's doing that, setting spray, everyone, is more for like hydrating the skin. Like I said, it's nice to have a good base so that when you put on all that makeup, it looks super natural. That's the goal for today. Natural makeup. Do you have any questions, Lionel?
So many, but I think for something that you did mention was using like our face as a canvas or as a base. So while they are spraying and prepping their base, what we did put in a question in the chat of where it said makeup relies on healthy skin for smooth application and other skincare benefits. So let's talk about skin. So let's talk about a bit about skincare. So I want to ask the chat, what are the most essential steps in your skincare routine? Me personally, it's just a pretty basic skin routine. It's just a cleanser and then moisturizer with sunscreen.
Yeah, I feel like simple is always the best option. So right now, so after doing a setting spray, I go on with my concealer. What's your next step, Sister Nidel?
Same. I have my
Yeah.
concealer as well.
Let's test Brother Lionel actually. Do you know the point of concealer?
No, I do not. It can. I know. No, I do. It conceals stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Yeah,
good
so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm like covering up I don't cover my entire face. Well, for the most part, but I cover my acne scars, just so it's a little bit clear in a way. And then I wet my beauty blender, or you can use a sponge. I use my beauty blender to blend my concealer.
So for my concealer, I put it under my eye and then put it on top of pimples or blemishes that might exist. So it's more to like pretend it's not even there, right? And then I let it dry for a little bit. So while I'm waiting for it to dry, well, you're like, why would you make it dry? For something that I've learned is that when you let it dry, it's easier for it to cover the pimple. So if your product is still wet and you try to wipe it, it's like not doing anything, at least for me. So I
was like, you're doing it wrong. No, but I do kind of wait sometimes, but right now we're like what? It's 10:41.
That's true. I was going so fast.
But yeah, so concealer, I feel like it's a top need, not need in a way, but it's good to use it in your makeup routine.
I agree. All right. So
We have someone in the chat saying their morning routine is shave, brush teeth, shower.
Oh,
that's great.
Actually, I used to sort of be like that, where when people would ask me like, "Oh, what's my skincare routine?" I just take a hot shower and just let the water just
clean your face.
burn the stuff off my face.
That's true. I feel like that depends on how your skin type is. There's some people that will really have to do so many steps in order to get the skin they want, you know?
That's true. There's this thing called glass skin routine, and those are, I think it originated from like Korea, I believe. More in the Asian countries, and it's more to do skincare that makes your skin look like glass, very shiny, no bumps. Just, I wouldn't say perfect because everyone's skin is, but it just looks like very mannequin looking. So,
Yeah. And we also have Brother Marvin in the chat. He said, "Good morning, everyone. Looking forward to learning about very important skincare tips." And we have Brother Brian also. He said, "My skincare routine is eating fruits every day. It makes my skin really smooth." Oh, nice.
that's
More
so
fruits.
true.
Brother
You,
Brian also says concealer is good for my dark circles under my eyes. Maybe I should use a bit of that.
Especially like when people go on stage or on air, everyone will wear makeup just to cover up some spots if they wanted to. So
it's true.
Yep. And something I also learned is even guys wear makeup on stage
Mhm.
because of the bright lights. It could make your face look paler than it actually is. So that's why they have makeup. The guys wear lipsticks, and that way they're not so pale on stage or even in front of the camera.
It's actually so true.
in my next step right now, I'm using blush, cream blush. You can use powdered blush, but these days I've been liking cream blush. I feel like it's easier to blend out.
That's true. Sometimes you don't even need tools. You could just use your finger if you want.
Oh yeah. So, if you want to start small, I feel like it's not that hard to start somewhere. You can honestly start with just blush too.
Mm-hmm. You can use a lipstick as a blush as
Oh
well.
yeah, that's actually
Huh?
smart. People do that.
It's about how you use the tool, you know?
Yeah. And you see Sister Nadell is using her finger while I'm still using my beauty blender.
Mm-hmm.
So, Brother Marvin in the chat says, my most essential step of my skincare routine is to wash my face with a foaming facial cleanser before applying moisturizer.
Yes.
Oh.
That's a good start. Honestly, I think sometimes that's all you really need.
We have someone in the chat, Brother Justin Taliaga. Thank you for joining us all the way from Texas. He says, my skincare routine, does 3-in-1 body wash count?
Oh no.
Isn't that bad for your skin though?
Well, you know what? Something I've always wondered is I don't know how there's a lot of guys who use bar soap on their face, but their skin is just flawless.
But it's weird because it only works for like most guys. It's like mostly guys do that, but for girls it's different.
I
So
guess so.
that's pretty odd in a way. So my next step is, what's my next step? After my blush, I do my lashes.
Ooh.
So do you know what this tool is, Brother Lionel?
That is an eyelash curler.
Wow.
Right.
I have a sister. I know what some things are.
Shout out to your sister.
Just curl your lashes.
Oh, you're so fast. I feel like I'm so behind. So what I'm doing is, so what I already did was I spread out my concealer under my eye. It should have been dry by now. What do you think? Okay.
Yeah, actually looks smooth, Sister Nidell.
And then before I put my BB cream, so BB cream is like a more less concentrated, more natural foundation that you could put on your face. I put blush first, like the liquid blush, and then I put my foundation over it.
Mm.
It's like beaming through your
Oh yeah, it's like more of a natural rosy cheeks.
yes.
True, that's a nice hack. And then for me, I put after I curl my lashes. I mean, yeah, after I curl my lashes, I put mascara. And then, do we have any shout outs in the chat, Brother Lionel?
We do have Brother Jeb Barrientos coming all the way from District of Orange County, California.
Oh.
Ooh. Do you happen to know him, brother?
Yeah, he was the one behind the camera that I was working with back when I was in Orange County. Says,
Oh.
greetings, INC Radio, Washington, D.C., tuning in from INC Radio, Orange County, California studio at the locale of Anaheim, setting up for their upcoming broadcast. So, if our viewers still do have time, their broadcast is later on today.
Wow, nice. Hello to Orange County. And
Okay,
then,
so one of the questions that was posted in the chat was we've been talking about our skincare routine for when we wake up to go about our day. Well, what about the night skincare routine? I know like there's I know face masks are a thing.
mhm. I'm not in that phase anymore. I used to love face masks, but I I basically like to shower, wash my face, go to sleep. I don't really like the steps of doing all that anymore. What about you, Sister Nidell?
I used to use masks as well, but I think I've just become so lazy over time. So what I do is once or twice a week, I use this liquid exfoliant. So a liquid exfoliant is something that helps remove dead skin off of your face safely. So I'm not sure if anyone has tried exfoliant with beads, and then when you rub it on your skin, it feels like, oh,
Feel
skin is coming
it's
off.
like sand.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I've heard that's very what's the word? Like abrupt to your skin. It would agitate some people's skin. So a liquid exfoliant is something that I use. So it's less abrasive to the skin. That's what I was looking
Mhm. Yeah, but I learned that if you want to use like an exfoliator, don't use it every day. I learned because I used to use it every day back when I was in high school and it made me break out really bad. So use that once or twice a week just to get that cleaner feeling. Yeah. And so for my next step, I do eyebrows. I use a pencil.
Ooh,
So
what
to-
color is that? Is that brown?
yes.
I've-
So I just shade in my eyebrows. I just shade in my eyebrows. Not too dark, just right, I guess. I
Cute.
mean, you don't really see a difference, but
As long as you notice the difference.
I feel like with makeup too, as long as you feel confident in your own skin.
That's true.
And what are you doing, Sister Nidale?
I'm putting a bronzer on my face. A bronzer is to warm up your skin, so it looks more natural. Some foundations may be too light on your skin, so that's when you start to add like the natural tan to your face instead of looking like all fleshed out.
Mm-hmm. That I'll do that too. Any comments on the chat, Brother Lionel?
Yeah, so there's a few who are giving also some of their tips. Clefe Poblete says drinking a lot of water helps with good skin as well, which is very important. Please do hydrate. If you have not done so, water check. I think that's what they call it. Also, Lizelle Ramirez says focusing on hydrating products since it's super cold.
That's so
Yes,
Mhm.
something that I learned also because I'm in California, we don't get as much cold weather.
Yeah.
But I learned from a coworker where he said, make sure to hydrate because even though it's cold, we do still sweat, even though we don't feel it. That's why, like, sometimes I would kind of feel a bit dehydrated. Then once I realized, oh, wait, I haven't drank that much water, even though, like, oh, I don't think I've sweat, we still do sweat.
Mm.
That's true. I definitely, maybe that is my problem. My skin is so dry. Maybe I'm dehydrated.
What's your skin type,
My,
Brother Lionel? Dry,
um,
oily?
I think my skin's a little dry,
Okay.
And
but not
you,
too oily.
oh, okay. You tend to
I
moisturize a lot.
I try to when I remember.
We have Sister Teresa. She said, my special friend and I have an quote unquote every Friday night routine, and we do face mask Fridays through FaceTime. It has become our tradition and it benefits us. That's true.
Brother Marvin
cool.
says hashtag glowing.
Let's read some other shout outs. We have Brother Roy. Hello, brethren from the local congregation of Fairfax. Hello. Let's see. Giselle Hope Giron, browse on Fleet.
I haven't heard that in so long.
And what can I know what you're doing right now, Sister Nidel?
So on a very tiny brush, this is something I've been doing recently. I used to oh wait, first of all, I'm using a powder. The powder helps make my face less shiny, and it locks in the the foundation I put on my face, the concealer, all that stuff. And I'm using a tiny one because I've noticed that whenever I use like a beauty blender or a big pad on my face, it makes it more cakey.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite. I was actually in that step too, and I have this big brush. So if you see right now, my forehead is quite shiny, and once I put that powder,
Where'd it go?
magic. Brother
Wow.
Lionel's like, and then I just spread that all over my face. So
Brother Lionel, do you have any questions?
Well, there's a lot of layers that goes into makeup, which is something that I do understand. And it's like seeing like the difference from before and after is like, wow.
Oh.
I applaud I applaud the women who go through the effort.
thanks.
It's not too dramatic, was it? I don't look completely.
No, not drastic. It's not drastic. It's just
It's like we're emphasizing in a way like our features. I love that
y'all look
comment,
good.
Brother
Y'all look
Lionel.
good. That's all I'm trying to say. Y'all look good.
Thanks.
He's like, whoa, I didn't know makeup can make a difference like that. And then for my last step, I do the lips. Oh, we have 5 more minutes, but I'm on the last step. I do my lips. You can start with a lip liner or lipstick, but I start with a lip liner. So I basically just go over the perimeter of my lips, just lining it. And then
We have another comment from R. Elaine. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Says, I believe your diet also plays an important role in having good skin health.
That's
Alexis
true.
Mir also says gut health is essential to skincare too. And Marvin also says, I agree. When he said that when he cut out dairy products, his skin broke out much less.
Oh, that's good.
I did not know that.
Everyone's diet is different. You could be allergic to something and it could affect your overall skin. That's true.
And my last step is my lip gloss. My lip gloss is I take it everywhere with me because if I'm going out throughout the day, of course, then my lips can be dry or my lipstick color can fade. So I
True.
bring that with me all the time. So yeah, was so that's our finished makeup look.
We are now ready to take on the day.
Correct. And I want to thank everyone in the chat for engaging with us, sharing your comments. And before we all go, let's start with our special greetings from Sister Idel.
Thank you so much, Sister Eliza. I like to greet the local congregation of Anne Arundel and also our resident minister, Brother Alvin Kituriano, and his amazing wife, Sister May Kirtiano. Thank you for your amazing leadership in the local congregation of Anne Arundel. And greetings to my family, even though they're probably sleeping, but they will watch the show later. The Ibarra family, my mom, Eliza, and my dad, Anthony, and my brothers. They're so awesome. Shout out to them. And yeah.
And Brother Lionel.
So a quick shout out, Sister Nidal already shouted out the local Anne Arundel. I do also want to shout out you viewers in the live chat for joining us today, giving your awesome tips and joining us in our conversations this morning.
Okay, and I want to quickly shout out my mom and my sister. They're sleeping too, but they will watch the replay. And also shout out to Temple Hills. Oh, hello everyone. Hello to our resident minister, Brother Ajik Dulai, and his family. And like what his brother Lionel said, shout out to the chat that was able to join us this morning. And for their unstoppable support, we'd like to thank our INCRadio Washington, D.C. family for supporting our broadcast, especially to our INCRadio station manager, Brother Wally Tarai, our CEBSI president, Brother Angelo Manalo, and a very special greeting to our executive minister of Iglesia Ni Cristo, Church of Christ, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Thank you for tuning into INCRadio Washington, D.C. satellite studio. Stay unstoppable. Bye. See you next week.
Bye.
See ya.
Before and after I eat, I wash my hands. Here is how my mom taught me to do. First, wet your hands with clean running water and apply soap. Then lather your hands by rubbing them together with soap. Scrub your hands between your fingers and under your nails. Scrub your hands for approximately 30 seconds. Rinse your hands under clean running warm water. And dry your hands using a clean towel or air dry them. Hello, I'm Sister Lillian Talmans, and here's how I brush my teeth as my mom taught me. Brushing your teeth after every meal or at least twice a day is another hygiene habit that everyone should have. Brushing your teeth is an important part of your dental care routine and help to prevent gum disease. Hi, I'm Katie Natividad. My mom taught me that before going to bed and after waking up in the morning, I should wash my face. I comb my hair every day so it always looks good.
This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Good